Ooh, okay, guys, we're back. We got a new trailer here for Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm a little bit late to the party here. I literally just got home. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, we have an Emblem Hero coming up. Okay, Emblem Lucina, huh? Interesting. R.I.P. Oblivion, man. He's been waiting on Roy ever since. And it just keeps on not being Roy. So we have here Lucina. Looking very confused as to why she's here in this artwork. So, Red Bow Infantry Lucina. Okay. Funny how they keep on making Lucina a bow unit. Even though she technically should be a sword unit for this specific type, right? Because she is... I'm pretty sure she was a sword unit in Engage. Okay, stats here. We've got 40 HP, 60 attack. Drops on speed and res. So we got 42 res there, 34 defense, and then 23... Or 42 speed, 34 defense, 23 res. Okay. She only has swap. Wow, that's a first. No future witness, no future vision, no change the future, or whatever nonsense they tend to give her. I guess that's so that she can actually run Byleth Ring. Because Byleth Ring doesn't work when your unit has a special assist. So maybe that's why they only gave her swap, but I don't know. Okay, Royal Exalt Bow, 14 might, 2 range, effective against flying, -1 special trigger. If a rally or a movement assist is used by unit, grants another action to unit once per turn, and if another effect that grants action to unit has been activated at the same time, this effect is also considered to have been triggered. Yeah, they set her up so perfectly for Byleth Ring there. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit or target's unit, grants future witness and dodge to allies in 2 spaces of both unit and target after movement, including the target and unit for 1 turn. Grants all stats of 15 to unit, neutralize foes' bonuses to speed and defense, unit deals plus 25 damage, excluding on AoEs, reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15 during combat, excluding on AoEs. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up, excluding guaranteed or prevented follow-ups, then you get potent 100 during combat. Okay, makes a lot of sense so far. No true DR. Well, 15 points of true DR, but no additional true DR on enemy specials. Alright, so here's her special here. All for 1. 4-hit cooldown, boosts damage by X% of unit speed when special triggers. X is 40 plus the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns. Center on unit times 20 with a max of 100%. Okay. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by Y during combat, where Y is the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns. Center on unit times 20. If unit initiates combat, max is 60%. Otherwise, max is 40%. So it's a little bit more when she's attacking the foe, as opposed to baiting. Excluding on AoEs. For allies in 3 rows of 3 columns, center on unit. If ally initiates combat, reduce damage from foes' attacks by 40% during combat. Excluding AoEs, counts as if damage reduction is from a special. Well, of course. I mean, it is a special, why wouldn't it? And then for certain target allies in 3 rows of 3 columns, center on unit. If foe initiates combat, reduce damage from foes' attacks by 40% during combat, excluding on AoEs. Only triggers once per turn, counts as if damage reduction is from a special. If support partner is on player team, targets any support partner, otherwise targets any ally. Kind of awkward. So it's just Ike Ring. Like a support drive Ike Ring. Huh. Not really sure how I feel about that. Yeah, because Ike Ring is basically the weakest ring. Now, pair up in, was very broken in Engage. Lucina's ring is actually very strong in Engage, defensively. Because of how well it's able to let you tank damage and tank hits. Alright, we got perfect attack and speed there. Which is really unfortunate. She actually could have gotten something better there. Attack and speed favor, that makes sense because she's going to be an assist bot. And then we have here dual support 4. So a brand new C skill for unit and allies in 3 rows of 3 columns center on unit. Grants Attacking speed of 5, deals plus 5 damage, excluding on AoEs. Reduce damage from foes' first attack by 5, including their brave attack. And neutralize effects that inflict or that grant special cooldown charge plus to foe and special cooldown charge minus X to unit and allies during combat. So she has tempo there. And then here's going to be her Emblem Ring effect. So enhanced engage special. When special triggers, boost damage by unit's max special cooldown count value times 4, excluding on AoEs. And for certain target allies within 3 spaces of unit, if foe initiates combat, reduce damage from foe's first attack by 40% during combat. First attack and brave attack only triggers once per turn. Counts as if damage reduction is from a special. And if support partner is on player team, targets any support partner, otherwise targets any ally. Wow. That's really weak. But we're not really looking for true DR out of an Emblem Ring, honestly. I mean, it's just a slightly better version of Ike's Ring, which Ike's Ring is the weakest ring. Ike's Ring is probably the only Emblem Ring that is not mandatory that you have. So I'm kind of feeling the same about this Lucina. Honestly, she seems really weak for an Emblem hero.
Reignite our bonds.
That's very interesting. I wonder why. Like, what were they thinking with this Lucina here? Okay, so her unmitigated stats, let's say she's at plus 6 to speed. So 49 speed and then 30 res. Yeah, guys, honestly, I'm kind of baffled here. Let me know what you guys think about this Lucina, but she seems kind of undercooked for a Emblem hero here. Definitely one of the weaker Emblem heroes, which is kind of a disappointment. At least if it was Roy, he would have had a good ring, because we know Roy has holdouts. So he probably would have been just like a miracle ring, which would have actually been very good. And it would have been special-based miracle, because it's an Emblem Ring effect. So like free special-based miracle, which can't be negated by Fatal Smoke 4 and like that support effect that would normally turn off miracle, like from Gladiator Crom and Mythic, what was her name again? Mythic, oh man, Peko Mama. I can't remember her real name at the moment for some reason. Hathroom. Mythic Hathroom. She also turns off non-special miracle. Alright, they're going to show Alear off here with the ring effect, I'm assuming. Against Johanna Ike, of all people. It's not really very impressive there. Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, let's take a look at this banner. Let's see who's here. Alright, so this is going to be the banner. So on red, of course, we've got the new Lucina. We got New Year Valley. And then who's the other red? Is it Emblem Core in there? Yeah, ugh. If you've already got Corin, you're pretty much good to go. You don't need anything from here. Okay, then on green, we have... Let's see. Mythic Valley. You got Uma Lin. And then I think New Year Heimdallr was green. She was green, right? I'm pretty sure she was green. So that's green. And then on blue, we've got the New Year Baldur. We got Alphador. And then we have the Azura there, the Ilian. Wait, is that Ilian? Wait a second. What are seasonal units doing on here? Wait a minute. Don't we normally not get seasonal heroes on Legendary and Mythic banners? I mean, normally these, like, seasonal heroes, they come back on double special banners, or, like, those really weird banners that they do for celebrations where they just put anybody on it. That's kind of throwing me off a little. Okay, we got Ilian Azura there. Okay, and then on colorless, we've got Ignatz, we got the Ilian Hilda, who is a very good unit, and also the Harmonic Duo Lin. Interesting. Yeah, this is a skip. I mean, this is a very big skip. It's not just a skip. It's like... Wow, this is the very first Emblem hero who's felt like a skip in forever. Basically since Emblem Ike, pretty much. I mean, Emblem Ike wasn't a skip when he came out, mainly because he himself as a unit was very dominant, even though his ring was kind of mid. Like, Emblem Ike himself as a unit was very powerful. Lucina is neither of those things. Her ring is whatever, and she as a unit seems whatever. I gotta be missing something about this unit, right? Like, there's no way. Something is not right here. Yeah, of course, if you got the Fey Pass, you'll be able to spark, but do you even want to summon? Let alone go for a spark? So she gets a bonus action on assist. She doesn't have a special assist, but that's kind of good for the Byleth ring. Also, Lin ring is probably going to be very good on this unit too. Future Witness and dodge support. All stats of 15, 25 true damage, neutralize enemy speed and defense, 15 DR on enemy attacks, and then potent 100. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I feel like she could certainly be doing something else there. Huh. Wow. And then All for One is really her only unique... well, besides the weapon, this is her only unique passive here. X% of speed when special triggers. So 40 plus the number of allies in 3 rows at 3 columns center on unit times 20 with a max of 100. 40 plus the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns. So let's say you've got 3 allies. So 3 times 20 would be 60, right? 60 plus 40 would be 100%. So 100% of speed as true damage on special. And then you've got these DR effects here. So reduce damage from foes' attacks by Y%, which is the exact same condition, except with a max of 60 if you initiate. Otherwise, the max is 40 if the enemies initiate. And then she gives the same as a drive support. Like, nobody cares about that as a drive support. I don't think. Yeah, it's just like Ike Ring, like whatever. Nobody cares. Dude. I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling this one. Hold on, let's head over to Twitter. Let's take a look at the inheritances for her new assist, or not new assist, but her new passive. Because she does have one in the C slot. So, let's see here. Oh, actually, I can't even find it. I'm over on Twitter. I can't even find the new thing. Hold on. Let me just open us back up here. Look at this. I can't even find the new passive thing. They didn't post the inheritances. Yeah, they're still talking about the 3,333 day anniversary. That's some goofball stuff right there. Oh, what is it? In Aether Resorts, you can enjoy a moment of rest and relaxation and so on. Today, we looked into the total number of provisions collected from the fields, and that number is 780 million. Really now? That's some very valuable information. I really needed to know how many tomatoes people have grown in their garden. It's really going to help me out there, Insist. Yeah, as opposed to posting the new inheritances for Lucina's C-Skill, they wanted to tell us how many tomatoes people have planted in the garden. So, dual support 4, I mean, looks okay. For allies in 3 rows and 3 columns, get attack and speed up 5. You get 5 true damage. You get 5 DR and neutralize. You get tempo, basically, after that. It's whatever. I mean, those flyer C skills are way better. There's a flyer one that gives you drive, null follow-up, and then 5 attack and speed, 5 true damage. And then there's one also for healing, where it's basically the same thing, except instead of the null follow-up, you get the healing effect. I think it was Uplift, right? Null Uplift and then Uplift Imbue was what those two were called. So I'm guessing dual support is going to be for infantry type. And it's kind of a similar effect. You're getting the attack and speed up 5, the 5 true damage, and then the tempo, which is not bad. I mean, it's not awful to, like, the true damage, the true DR, when you're getting it as a drive like this. And tempo drive is pretty nice, actually. So this one's okay. Like, this C-skill is not bad. It's not quite as interesting to me as the Byleth C-skill, though. I kind of like that one a lot. Because it's, like, really random what it's doing. It's giving you great talent, potentially, to all your stats, and then still giving you a lot of stats and true damage anyway. So, like, that's a very interesting one. This one's not quite as interesting. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is your boy Tacho signing out, and just end on Lucina's artwork where she is just as confused as I am. Basically, yeah, like, she doesn't know what she's doing here. Neither do I. So, yeah, that's all. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the data mines.